Hi and welcome to the Handyman at Home channel. Today I'm going to be replacing the grill element on this Neff oven. Minor panic last week, couldn't grill my sausages. So I'm going to get that done, but first thing is I'm going to look at the element that's been delivered. So I ordered it from a company called elementreplacement.co.uk. It's not a sponsored video. The reason I mention it is the fact that I was quite impressed with the ordering capability on the website. Very easy to find the right grill element, fingers crossed, for your particular model of oven. So first thing is, let's get it out of the box, have a look at it, check it's the right, looks the right size, like right fit, and then we can start to actually do the job. So nicely packed in a foil sealed bag. Managed to drop the screws on the floor. So let's get this open. Okay. Now I can't put it in all the way because we obviously have to take the old one out, but just looking at it visually, it looks the right size and shape and format. Central screw point there. This oven needs a clean, but let's not focus on that. Okay, to get to the back of the element, we need to take this back trim cover off. So there's a number of Torx screws to be undone. Again, these are all T15. As far as I can tell, there are 9 screws, 2 at the top either side, another 2 here, another 2 here, 2 on the side, and 1 in the centre there. We'll see if I've got them all. Before we can lift the back off, we need to pull out the power connector, and it seems as though there's like a little plastic tag there which you move over to the right hand side and allows you to remove it. Hopefully that's enough. So I've also undone 2 screws securing the top panel. I don't know whether it's necessary to take it completely off. It's all made from very sharp metal, so be careful when you're handling it. That seems to be snagged on something. There we go. Well, at long last we can see the back of the element. 5 connections, and just tucked behind the insulation there's a Torx head screw here and 1 here. So first we need to disconnect each of these, make a note which leg of the element they go on, and then we can undo these 2 Torx head screws. So I think the one on the left is probably a thermistor or some sort of temperature sensing, and it seems to be held in with a spring clip. So I don't know if you can see just there's 1 leg of the spring clip. So I'm just going to bring that out, and that should, well, it seems fairly stiff in there. So I'm just gripping the cord or the wire as close as I can. Yeah, it was just a little bit stiff, and out it comes. We can see there. Right, the others are general spade connectors, which you can do with your hands, like so. You can use a pair of pliers if they're really stiff. I find if you waggle them side to side, they eventually come off. That's it, all 4 done. Just to avoid dropping it, fingers crossed, do the second one over here. And we can see the element starting to waggle. It shouldn't drop off inside because it's still secured by a screw, but no major worry if it doesn't. Okay, so I've moved it onto the island just to make it a little bit easier, not quite as low to bend down to and slightly better from a filming point of view. So there's a central screw holding the element up. Again, Torx head. So I'll just undo that. Hopefully you can see I'm not in the way. And compulsorily drop the screw. And there we go, it's out. Okay, refitting is just the reverse. Make sure the thermistor housing is on the right hand side when you put it in, otherwise it'll be upside down. Guide it through centrally. You can see where the two bolt holes line up. Take our little screw, put it through. Screw it in enough so it holds the element up there. So I've just put it in with some pliers just to get it positioned. Pull it forward and you can feel it thread in. I'm not going to tighten it all the way until I've got the other one in. Okay, tighten them both up. I'll nip round the other side and just tighten up the central screw supporting it. So that's the whole element back in. Reconnect in the correct order, brown, in my case yellow, it's a beige colour, red. The thermistor in, push it in with the spring all the way in, catch it into the slot in the housing there so it doesn't come out. That's it. One last check. So as is usually the case with these things, the actual removal of the element and fitting the new one, it's actually quite a small job. It's all the other stuff that you have to do beforehand and afterwards. Take the oven out, get it somewhere where you can work on it, put it back in at the end of the job. So we need to slip the top of the upper edge underneath the top cover. The two side screws back in for the top cover. Not going to tighten them up completely. So make sure the back cover is in the correct position before you start putting screws back. I'm just going to put one in the centre here. And here's the money shot. Sausages are back on the menu. So there you go, replacing the grill element on a Neff oven. If you found this video interesting or useful, then please do consider giving it a like, or also consider subscribing so you don't miss out on future video content. Also helps me grow the channel. Thanks. Right then, I think I'll call this one done. Hope to see you next time. Cheers.